Hi friends, it's Sue at A Call to Create, and it's Flip Through Friday, and I just realized that the flip through that I did last Friday was never uploaded. Yeah, I don't know how that happened or how I didn't realize that, but it doesn't seem to be up there, so I guess I'm just going to go through and show you 2 weeks worth and catch up to where I am. So I think I went up as far as 9, and we were shopping for a sleep number bed. And anyway, yeah, so I just put some of the sleep number things from the brochure, and we did buy it. And so I just wrote a little bit about that. And then we went out to dinner that night. And this kind of just made me think of how nice and cozy it'll be to sleep in our bed. I've been having some back problems, so I'm hoping that that will help. The next day, we had our grandkids come over, and I just used this little download from the internet to talk about, what we were doing that day with them. And then, oh yeah, at our, this is just from an old vintage card that I took apart. And Sunday at our church, they had a commitment Sunday where they asked all the married couples to stand up and renew their marriage vows. So that's what that was all about. And this is just, a copy that I made from a handkerchief that I have in my collection. The 12th, this was from a brochure from Illinois Travel. And I just wrote about a little issue I had with Dunkin' Donuts. I went to try to order this and use my points on the app. And when I got there, they said, well, you don't have it and we can't return your points. And so anyway, I just wrote about that. Went out walking that day with my husband. Next day, I had a checkup with the doctor, and this was just a picture that I found somewhere, probably in a Blue Cross Blue Shields, something or other that I got in the mail, and I guess this doesn't come up. So this is just from a children's dictionary. Valentine's Day. This was actually a card. I think it was from Blue Cross Blue Shield, but I doctored it up a bit and put this on from a magazine, and yeah, just used that to write on. And I made a little flip out here. This is from a magazine, and my husband and I actually went antiquing that day. And so just wrote about what we were doing. And this was a little image that I had downloaded from the internet, and I made a card for him out of this. And this was just an extra image. I wasn't sure what size I was going to wind up using, so I printed a few of them. And he said this reminded him of me when he saw me years ago when I was in 4th grade. I was in a little play, and he said to his friend, oh, she's going to be cute when she gets older, little knowing that he was going to marry me. And let's see, then I've got some things in here. I don't even remember what half of this is. Oh yeah, so the next day, just kind of wrote down what I was up to. This is a picture of all the things I got when I was out hunting on Valentine's Day. And, oh yeah, a friend of mine, I did some work for her, helping her out with something. So it was just her little thank you note to me. So that just goes in the little pocket that I made, which is actually an envelope in the middle of the signature. The next day, yeah, I just kind of spent working on, I'm taking the fodder school class for the whole year, and in February, we're making a lot of different kinds of just little things from book pages or whatever. Just we're doodling and creating a lot of fodder to use in multimedia projects. And so this was just a little scrap from one of the things that I was working on. The next day, I met my great niece, and we went out to see The Chosen. We're big fans, so yeah, I just found this in a book. We wrote a little bit about that. I made this a few pockets here from the 3 sets of tickets that we used, and just something we were laughing about when we were comparing notes about something going on in our family. This is a little bunco card that I picked up when we were out on Valentine's Day, and so we just writing about our nice evening. We went out for dinner afterwards, and we were comparing notes and our thoughts on the movie. On this day, my husband and I took off, and we went to Galena for a couple of days. So this was our getaway day, and I just wrote, what we did. We always hit some antique shops along the way, and then, what we did the next day, that was the shopping day for sure. And then, this is Ulysses S. Grant. His home is there in Galena, and they have a bronze sculpture there on the bench, so people like to just sit with him and take a picture. So we just spent a couple of nights there and then came home. So this was just some of the stuff that I had bought recently. I bought an atlas that was very interesting, just gray and red, and so I used a little scrap from that about coming back, and then our talking about our sleep number bed, which was going to be delivered, getting ready for that. It was delivered the next day, which I'll write about tomorrow, but this is my granddaughter, and she came over while her dad was going out with a friend of his for coffee, and so we just had some fun together and walked around the park. She climbed a tree because she's got 2 older brothers and a dad who's a cop, so she is quite the spunky girl, and she's into everything, and she's a real hoot. So this was from the Walgreens. I usually send my photos to Walgreens, and so this was on part of the packaging, and so I just wrote about, walking around the park with her and the things that we talked about. So that's that. That's where I am, and we just have a few pages left to finish up in here, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for the next month, but that's it for now. So it's not too bad. This one's not getting as chunky as the last one. So that's it, and thanks for coming along, and sorry I didn't get that other one posted up last week, but I don't know what happened. But anyway, next time, bye-bye.